way, so I've had to like make sure I like push them to the right side.
I'm like confused because of looking, but hello. If anyone's watching.
Are we live right now?
Yep, we're live.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's in the chat yet, but
It'll take a minute because they don't get notifications right away.
Everyone looks awesome.
You and Kigu.
Yeah. It's that kind of day.
I'm just wearing a sweatshirt, okay?
You
At
still
least
look
it's cute.
cute.
Look at him. He's my son.
I love the little puff in your hair too. Like I'm never not gonna be jealous of Ray's hair. Like
I'm sorry.
For the rest of my life, I'm just gonna be like, I wish I had Ray's hair.
I'm actually mad because like I was using Diva Curl and it made my hair so nice. And then that whole thing happened with them and I was like, oh, I'll try to find something else to replace it. And like literally every product I've tried just makes my hair like frizzy or it doesn't hold curl that way. And I'm so upset, but I don't want to go back to Diva Curl because they suck.
Yeah, I've heard that they like can cause like hair loss too.
Yeah, which I never had a problem with, but like a lot of other people have been saying they have, and like Diva Curl hasn't really held themselves accountable or apologized or anything, and I'm like,
yeah,
ew.
For real.
At least be like, sorry, we'll work better at it or something.
Do better.
I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
Did you guys have any EGL related New Year's resolutions?
I do.
You do?
Go on, Nari.
I really want to up my leg wear. Like, there's not just my tights, but my shoes too, because I really want to up my leg wear. Like, there's not just my tights, but my shoes. Okay, sorry, I heard myself echo. I'm new to this. But yeah, up my leg wear. I ordered some tights from Red Maria because they had some really cute looking tights, so I'm excited to get those.
I'll put some headphones on.
Yeah, I can still hear.
Yeah.
It's the three of us.
For me, I didn't think of any, but one of my goals is always to dress up more. Actually, like in general, my fashion goal.
Your shoe game.
What?
What about your shoe game?
My shoe game, whatever.
No.
There's a reason my shoe game sucks. It's because I have no interest in upping it. I do want to buy like maybe one pair of shoes this year, maybe. I was looking at shoes before I started streaming. I just feel like I'm like, I like these shoes. They're comfortable. I do want like a light color pair of shoes, whether they're like pink or white or something. But
what happened to those pink boots though that you did wear with that Dracula thing?
Oh, I sold those because they are like unbearably tight.
Ooh.
They like completely. I have super wide feet, so those were just not gonna happen. I either needed them in like 2 sizes up or not at all. So I sold them to Kim actually, because she was like, "Those are so cute. Don't sell them." And I'm like, "You want them? I'll sell them to you."
Keep them in the family.
Yeah, the family. Do you have any goals?
Who are you talking to?
Nicole?
Oh, no. I don't tend to make New Year's resolutions because, okay, so I'm like really big on like keeping your word. And so I don't want to do something like make a resolution and then not do it. So
yeah,
like I only ever really make a New Year's resolution if I'm like, I'm going to do this. Like I'm going to have this done for sure.
Yeah. I didn't make like a New Year's resolution, but like I want to get more accessories and like wear and stuff. Just because I feel like I always use the same accessories half the time.
Yeah.
So
like I feel like you really don't.
I have accessories and stuff, but I feel like I always gravitate towards like the same, like lyrical bunny ears or these particular socks, like stuff like that. But that's a me issue. I was already like browsing Taobao and stuff, so we'll see.
I like personally disagree with that as well. Like second to Nicole. I'm like, Ray, I feel like you are like very diverse in how you accessorize, but
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I'm just not remembering your coordinates perfectly.
Yeah, well, I also know like every single detail of my coordinate, so like
that's true.
I'll remember like, oh, this strand of pearls that I wear like 50% of the time, as opposed to like, oh, it's like a tiny thing you see in pictures, so like y'all don't even notice.
That's true.
That's why it's like a me problem. I'm like, I notice because I put it on myself, but
well, one time you had shown us like the accessories that you had for your hair, and it was mostly like little, like random little things that nothing went together. So yeah, now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, this.
Yeah. Or like I had to borrow a black head bow from Nicole because the only ones I had to match Holy Lantern like didn't. It's just like little things. It's more of a me issue, but it's fine.
Isn't that what a resolution is?
I guess.
It's a you issue.
Well, like it's not like, oh, I need more blouses to go with my main pieces because I have 2 blouses. It's not so much that, because it's like people don't really notice accessories as much because they're so small. But I notice.
You know. It's something in your mind. I want to dress up more in general. I just feel like I get so lazy because I'm always like, well, I could get cute or I could wear pajamas and not do anything all day. Yeah. But I love getting cute, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I've been wanting to do more like virtual meets for the comm and stuff, at least, because the last time we had a virtual meet was literally like, I want to say in June.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I want to do like a like watch party for Garnet Gateau. I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because I can't do a Valentine's meet this year.
I mean, I'm doing panels of that, but I'll hang out for part of it. I'm doing the Snog Marry a Void Lolita edition, and then Jessica asked me to do a Lolita roundtable with a few other, well, not Lolita roundtable, J fashion. So there's like a girl who does Mori, there's girls who do like Fairy K, Menhera, stuff like that. So it's like several different J fashions, and we're doing a roundtable about it.
Ooh.
But yeah.
I'm glad you're doing the Snog Marry a Void.
I know. I'm like, I want to roast people. Like,
yes. And if I can get on that.
Well, I mean, if you want to like do the panel, we can figure something out. Or there is an audience participation part where the audience actually gets to vote, like Snog Marry a Void, for the coordinates.
Ooh.
And then I will roast people accordingly to that.
Accordingly.
Well, I mean, if it's like, oh, this person chooses the names are different, but essentially this person chooses Snog, or like the audience chooses Snog for this person, I'm not going to be like, well, you suck. It'd be more of a
fake.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm about it. I'm always
excited.
I'm sure.
I love those like late night shit posting type streams.
Me too. The one you did for the
craft along.
Yes, I'm literally drinking coffee. I'm just like, I'm still asleep. Tell me how it's 3:13 p.m. and I'm still asleep. I feel like it gets like that whenever there's snow.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost dark already. Girl, it's like 3:13 and I'm already drinking beer, so I don't...
It's okay. We have the duality of man, beer and coffee.
Oh my gosh. The other day I came into one of Ray's streams and she was singing and one of these things came up that was like, you know, the little videos of like other people singing. It was her. And it was her super drunk and singing, what was it, opera? Super badly.
I know.
It was so embarrassing.
No, because I was
barely
in a
singing.
So someone else was singing with me. I legit don't even remember doing a scene for this song. And someone decided to duet it with me. It was Party Rock Anthem. And I legit do not remember doing this song at all. And so I was sitting there like during the party listening to this other person duetting with me, and I'm like,
I love that Nicole just dead ass called you embarrassing.
They're like, she's bad. I'm gonna make fun of her.
I said I was embarrassing, so you know it's fine.
It was embarrassing.
Gotta keep things exciting.
You know. Just
I mean,
regular.
my last stream, I was too drunk to play Tony Hawk, so...
Oh, yeah, I remember. Ernesto was like, tell her she might be nosediving. I think she's nosediving on accident. I was like, how do I word that? He's like, I don't know. I don't even know.
I literally would not have understood what you were... Like, I know what you're talking about, but like at the time, I'm like, I would not have figured out what the heck.
Straight up. It was funny though. I enjoyed watching you completely fail at playing that game. It was hilarious.
Because I suck at Tony Hawk bad. Like I'm pretty good at video games, but Tony Hawk is so hard.
I used to play it like all the time, so I wasn't terrible at it, but I was just too drunk to process things properly.
It's true.
And honestly, that makes it more fun, so it's fine.
It's true.
I have the stream on my phone, but it doesn't tell me if there's anyone in it, so.
It says 6.
6?
Oh, just no one's talking?
It says 6, yeah, no one's talking. That's okay. I'm shy too.
Jamie, I like how you never added yourself as a moderator.
I'm lazy.
Okay, I'm here. I'm a mod. I added myself when I was redoing the whole setup. It's fine.
I just like so many things in my head and I completely forget how to do everything at all times. So
can I add you as a mod?
Probably.
Well, I could probably do the Rose Foret.
I could probably do it right now. I'm logged in. Let's see here.
I can't because I'm just a mod. But you can add yourself. It's fine.
I'm wearing my Usakumya. This is all like my Usakumya?
Yeah.
I'm finally wearing it because this is the only dress I have with lavender on it.
Is that the Space Lollipop one?
Nope.
It's a good dress.
There's an Usakumya on Lace Market, the Lucifer one, for $600. And I was like, did just get my stimulus, and I was like, no, that's crazy.
Exact amount of your stimulus.
I thought that one was really cute, but I'm like,
it's cute.
It ain't worth it.
I can't even bring myself to spend $600 on a dress. I don't think I could ever.
The only Usakumya I could even imagine myself coming close to $600 on is the Osaka one because it's leopard print and it's so hard to find, but I'm pretty sure it goes for like $1,200. So that's
the skin is leopard print?
No, the skin is like normal, and then like I think it's her collar and her foot and like the accents and everything are leopard print. And then obviously it says like Osaka on the foot, but it's leopard print. Usukumiya. She's so good. I love her.
Oh man, one day I'll have an Usukumiya. It's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, even Nicole has an Usukumiya.
I know. I have one.
It's because I'm just like, I can't bring myself to spend so much on a stuffed animal.
It's fine, do it. Do it.
Ray, this is why I can't be around you, because anytime we're out and I'm like, should I buy this? Ray's like, do it, buy it right now, just go for it.
I did realize I recorded my wardrobe video and I didn't include any of my Usukumiyas in it, and I'm like, it's too late. It's too late.
Way to go, Ray.
I know. I have like my other bags though. Like Chick Chan is in there. He's a good boy.
Aw, that's cute.
It's just like my Usukumiyas aren't in my closet, so I kind of.
Oh, you forgot to add them?
Yeah.
You can just film them really fast, so I could just edit that into the video.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Like voice.
I'm excited to see
it. So.
I feel like your wardrobe has changed so much since I last actually saw it, so I'm really excited.
I actually, like, even since Nicole's been to my apartment, like, I had them in a different closet, and I realized, because I have, like, a walk-in closet, and then there's, like, a little, like, not walk-in one across from it, and they were in that one because the walk-in closet, I was going to put them in, it has 2 bars, and they're too long to fit on the top one. But I realized I could take the bottom like bar out. And so I did that and put the dresses in there, and they barely fit, obviously. But so I finally put all of like my Lolita stuff in the same closet, other than like my accessories and Usukumiyas and stuff. So I'm like, finally.
Dude, my closet's like not rectangle. It's like triangle shaped. It like goes back like this into a point, and I was trying to think like, how can I film inside my closet? And then I was setting up, I was like, this isn't gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to take everything out because this is like the weirdest shape ever.
Yeah, you can see in my video, like my closet is so small that like me standing in it with a petticoat on, like I barely fit.
Oh my god.
So I like for the individual dresses and stuff, I had to take them all out, but I filmed most of it yesterday and I was so exhausted. I like passed the hell out afterwards. And I'm like, here you go, Nicole. I didn't even look at the clips. Like,
it's tiring.
It is.
Yeah, it's very long as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not like your stuff, just filming in general as well.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you have chronic illnesses.
I feel you. Oh man. Yeah, at least it wasn't anything like editing the fashion walk video. The fashion walk was like just tedious because it's like just 20-second clips. Like I was like, for my wardrobe video, I'm like, well, this is like a 6-minute clip that I just cut out my ums because I say every other word. I'm like, come on, just spit it out. Decide what you're gonna say.
I mean, at least with the fashion walk, though, people have like the clip mostly cut to what it's supposed to be for the most part.
It's true.
And you don't have to like edit a bunch of their stuff out.
No, I think I just wanted it to like flow together super well. So it was tedious doing like every single transition every 20 seconds. And then there are some people who submitted way shorter clips or way longer clips.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Ray posted her cord picture way too early.
No, that was my okay, I haven't posted anything on like Closet of Frills in a while. It was lacking. I was lacking.
That means that your picture, when we actually post your video, has to be very, very good. It has to be like the best cord you've ever made.
No, okay. No, you post my cord that I posted today when you post the video, and then when I go to like advertise the video myself, then I'll have a different cord. It's fine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And that cord used to be the best cord you ever had.
That's not gonna happen. I don't have enough time.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't have time to make props.
Exactly.
add lights.
Lights, a cape, a train.
What about that one red velvet one that you were making?
No, I didn't finish that.
Oh, come on.
What dress would you wear for your best coordinate?
Wait, what?
What dress would you wear? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I don't even know, honestly. When we were planning on going to San Francisco, I was gonna wear one of Lisa's dresses.
She was.
And even now I'm like, oh, my coordinates not good enough. I need to change it.
Oh my god, me.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
I have one. I actually haven't gotten this dress yet. I special ordered it. It's Hinata or some shit like that. It's a Chinese brand. They make a lot of Rococo clothes.
Ooh.
But so I had a
I
special
think I know
order
what you're talking about.
because it was black, and also it was like I had to have it for my measurements.
Mm-hmm.
But then COVID happened, and I haven't gotten it. It's been a year now. And I actually like messaged them like the end of last year. I'm like, what the fuck happened, guys? And they're like COVID basically. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll lay off. But
I ordered a pair of shoes back when Secret Shop was still Secret Shop before they became So Sick Shop, and like I hadn't heard back from them for 2 years. And it was like a pre-order, and finally I'm like, is there an update on this? And they're like, we're just gonna refund you your money. I was like, okay.
At that
Holy
point,
I just bought some shoes from them. I'm excited to get them. They're the jewelry ribbon replicas, and I'm like, they never came out in Saks, so it's kind of obvious they're replicas. So please don't come.
I think I have the same ones actually. the little Saks heels that I have. But
what were you gonna?
I discovered So Sick Shop is Secret Shop when I bought those because the box said Secret Shop on them, but it also said So Sick Shop. And I'm like, oh, this is what happened to Secret Shop. Okay.
We derailed from Nicole's best coordinate.
Oh, yeah. Nicole's best coordinate.
I was actually seeing what you were going to say.
I was like, what does the dress look like?
It's just like a because they have it in other colors. Okay. So if you've seen other people wear like the Rococo, they usually come like blue or like minty green.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mine was just all black.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Cute.
But what's your guys's?
I always wanted to do Misty Sky, but I think now I'd like to try to use like Daydream Carnival or maybe even like Shadow Dream Carnival. It's because they have those like little they're like peplum. Well, Shadow Dream, and then the Daydream Carnival I'm getting has the like overskirt, like the tulle one.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
An OTT, you know? That's what I think.
Yeah.
For me, if it were a dress I own, I'm literally shaking with excitement to get Cinema Doll. I just bought it from Raven. When I saw she was selling it and then the price, I was like, I am buying this. I don't care if I don't really have money right now. I'm still gonna get it.
Fine, stimulus.
It's the same print and the same cut of it goes for an obnoxious amount of money on Lace Market and everywhere I've seen it. Yeah. Probably Cinema Doll. I could do so much with it because it's just so me. But if it were, I agree with Nari. Like if it were any dress, I like the Crystal Dream Carnival one in navy. I would love to do a coordinate with that. That dress is just so cute. The OP especially. I love the little princess sleeves, and I like that they're not all long, so I don't knock stuff over when I'm
Yeah.
grabbing with like full princess sleeves.
I've done like so many different OTT coordinates that I'm like, how do I like one up myself? I don't even know.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, is anyone in the chat? If anyone's watching, if anyone's out there, what's your
Hello.
dress? Like, what would you use it? What dress would you use for your number one OTT dream cord? Tell us. If anyone's out there.
Sure.
Is there anybody out there?
How Hime can you get?
Is that what their goals are? Is just to be like super princess though? Because that was my goal.
That's literally like Hime.
I don't know. I think I want to be a fairy. Like, I always want to get one of those fairy wings, but you need a corset to like use them. Super
Yeah.
like the like iridescent, but I
Yeah.
always wanted to do a fairy.
I feel like, yeah, for me, I would want to go less like princess and more like ethereal being.
Even with
That's what-
Cinema Doll?
You could do both.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
With
I can
Cinema
see
Doll, I feel like
Cinema
I'd want
Doll.
to do like French, like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
but I was thinking like Crystal Dream Carnival one.
Oh.
If I was doing like super, I don't
Mhm.
really love to dress in OTT personally.
Whatever.
I don't need to be you, Ray. I can be casual.
I do like the Daydream Carnival in the blue, the Saxon pink colorway. It looks like cotton candy. That was always one of the ones that I was always like, ooh, we could do some fun stuff with that.
That's true.
Especially because it comes in a peplum jumper skirt.
Some of the dresses you guys are saying, I don't know which ones you're talking about.
Sorry, you're too goth.
Just so goth.
Okay.
Daydream Carnival and Crystal Dream Carnival, they came out around the same time. They're like the
Crystal
the
Dream
ones.
Carnival, I don't know what it is.
Crystal Dream has
I'm pretty sure it's Dream Carnival.
Crystal Dream Carnival has the Pegasuses on it.
Yeah.
And Daydream Carnival is kind of like Sugary Carnival, but fancier.
No, yeah, I know which one Daydream Carnival is.
Yeah.
Never heard of
And I can share my screen.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Crystal
That
Dream
one.
Carnival. This is the one that I really like, and then the OP.
With the little sleeves.
The OP is really cute too. There's
I never really liked that one because I just didn't ever really like the gold on it. I just feel like it's weird.
I wasn't a fan because of the colors that it came in,
Yeah.
but like I liked Daydream Carnival more because it was more pastel.
I know that one. I know
Yeah,
that's the shadow.
I had that dress.
Yeah, I had that one too.
I have that one. Yeah, that one. The sax one. That's the one.
See, normally I'm not a big fan of gold, but something about like the contrast in Crystal Dream Carnival I really loved. That was my dream dress for a hot second.
Nice.
So yeah.
Put in Daydream Carnival just so we can round off the whole shebang. The little Sax Peplum one is the best. Sax is the best colorway.
Well, here's, geez, that's a tiny image.
Yeah, what is this? An image for ants?
I know. See, this one, like, I would like the black colorway in theory, but I feel like it's not black enough. Like, there's not enough black in it.
I get what you mean. But also the sax and pink looks like cotton candy, and it's great, and I love it.
That looks
especially with the peplum.
I feel you.
I could make a hella Hime outfit out of that shit.
It's true. What are y'all's favorite new releases from this year? Or by this year I mean 2020, not 2021.
Sugary Carnival. No,
Sugary.
That's 2021, Nari.
Oh.
Follow the rules.
But it's getting released. I like what was it? Boko Boko Bunny is really cute.
That is also 2021.
Oh, 2020.
I mean, I bought Little Witch, so I guess.
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh.
Probably. That's the only one that really.
Yeah.
I love Little Witch.
So cute. And the sparkles. That's
I
the one I
didn't-
have. That's
I
the
know.
color.
I didn't even know it had sparkles. It's like the same fabric as Dream Marine. I was like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Suya Toys also has that fabric.
The Dress Hawaii has it.
What?
Dreamy, what's this? Space Lollipop has it.
Oh, yeah. It's a lame, I think, is the name of the fabric.
I think it's cute. Any other? I like the. I think it's called Kitten Tulip from Meta.
Oh.
I spelled kitten wrong. Oh well. Wow, that didn't bring up anything.
Oh, clearly wasn't the name of that.
This cosmetics was really cute from Baby.
Which one?
The Kumiya's Cosmetics, where they have like the mirror and they're on like clouds, I think.
It's called Kitten and Tulip.
Oh.
This is the one.
Cute.
A lot of prints didn't stand out to me this year from like
This is the
a
lighter.
lot of the brands, but
I like the dark one.
I
Yeah,
didn't think of a single one that I thought was just like, wow, that's really pretty.
I mean, you got the Violet Fane funeral one though, or was that not this
The
year?
print is really pretty, but the cut of it is terrible. Like y'all know the story, but
I wanted to ask about that because
it's like super like big on the bust, and so it gapes right here and like hangs down.
because that Violet Fane coffin dress I've been looking at, but I heard that there were a couple people who didn't love the quality of it, so I wasn't unsure.
It seems like it wasn't consistent because mine wasn't as bad as some of the ones that like other things that people said. Like for me, it was mostly okay. It was really just the bust, and I just feel like if I covered up the bust, it might be okay. I did this dress this year actually. This Lady Sloth one. More
Spooky.
That's cute.
I'm gonna stop
there's two versions of it. One is a bone crow, and then there's a live crow.
Ooh,
spooky.
The bone one had was a totally different colorway though. It was like red and gold or something, and I'm just like, I don't feel like red and gold go together personally, but
well, you're wrong, Nicole.
Okay.
But also I'm not goth, so maybe not in goth.
Classic?
Yeah, maybe in sweet sometimes.
Classic or sweet. Especially if it's like a burgundy red. Burgundy with gold.
It reminds me a lot of Christmas, and that's why.
Oh, I think more of like royalty, like crown jewels. Like the crown jewels are like red and gold, so I'm like, oh yeah, fancy.
Ray just went full Kool-Aid, man. Oh yeah.
Do I need to burst through some walls while I'm at it?
Please do.
This is a rental.
I don't care. I want to see some bursting through wall action. You brought it up. You offered.
I'll burst through the door for you.
This is false advertising.
Ignore my joggers because I'm too lazy to put normal clothes on.
Joggers are normal.
I know.
Oh yeah.
That iconic. 10 out of 10. Love that. Oh yeah. I loved it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm appeased. I've been appeased.
Good. Do it for the memes.
Yes. Love it. I should make that into a GIF.
You can clip that on Twitch.
I'm definitely going to.
Make a meme out of it.
I love it. It'll be my reaction to everything.
Yeah. Use it for social media.
Whenever anybody tags me in something, I'll just post that.
Damn, if I was wearing Lolita, it would have been even better.
That's true.
Next time.
Jeez, get it together. It's okay. I'm not even wearing Lolita. I just couldn't. I
got ready to like see you guys all dressed up and like.
Same. I was expecting you to.
I thought this thing was happening at 6 p.m. and I realized an hour before it started that it was not 6 p.m. So
6 p.m. though.
Huh?
Anytime, really.
I mean, I just for some reason I had it ingrained into my brain that it was 6 p.m. for some reason, even though it wasn't. And so I'm like, oh, I have until 6 to get ready. We're good. And then I'm like, wait.
You're good. You're good.
It happens. I 100%. I woke up. I didn't really wake up late this morning, but I woke up with vertigo. So that was great. I don't know why I had vertigo, but it's getting slightly better as the day's going on, but it's still kind of there.
Yeah.
And then
vaccine.
Yeah. That microchip, man, it's making its way into my brain.
They tracking you.
Even though they want to have double tracking security in case I don't have my phone in my hand at all times.
Exactly.
You know,
driver's licenses aren't good enough, so.
No, social security card, none of that is good enough. We need some more insurance about.
It's not like, we have addresses.
The thing about that is, like, why do people think that they're so important that people want to track them? Like,
so a lot of it
are more important than they actually are.
Part of it is religiously motivated. In like Revelations, they said the mark of the beast. People getting a something like a chip put in you that would be like a number or something. Yeah, that's part of why they're like
the barcode thing, and I'm like, it's okay. Modern Christianity is a cult anyway.
Yeah,
that's the
Who even defines a cult? That's what I want to know.
What
makes it into a cult is what I want to know. I've been asking this question for so long. Like, what
you don't know? Okay, so
there are cults.
Here comes the tea.
I have to pull up the list, but there's a list of things that define a cult.
Mm-hmm.
And modern Christianity fits every single one of them.
There's like a list of things that makes something a cult or not.
Educate us.
We're going.
I'm here. So this is on cultresearch.org. The first one, it says compare these patterns to the situation you were in. This is like for cult survivors. The group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader, and whether he's alive or dead, regards his belief system. I like how they're assuming it's a man. Regards his belief system, ideology, and practices as the truth or as law. Next one is questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation, debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leaders. The leadership dictates, sometimes in great detail, how members should think, act, and feel. They must get permission to date, change jobs, marry. They prescribe what to wear, where to live, whether to have children. The group is elitist, claiming a special exalted status for itself, its leader, and its members. The group has a polarized us versus them mentality, which may cause conflict with the wider society. The leader is not accountable to any authorities, such as teachers, military commanders, ministers, priests, monks, rabbis. The group teaches or implies that its supposedly exalted ends justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviors or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical. The leadership induces feelings of shame and or guilt in order to influence and control members. This is often done through peer pressure, subtle forms of persuasion. Subservience to the leader or group require members to cut ties with family and friends and radically alter personal goals and activities they had before joining. The group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. The group is preoccupied with making money. The group members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to group or group-related activities. Members are encouraged to require to live or socialize with only other group members, and the most loyal members feel there can be no life outside the context of the group. And then there's like other things that factor in, but that's pretty much.
So
I was raised going to church.
Yeah.
Trump
Well,
supporters.
I fully believe Trump supporters are a cult.
Oh yeah, no, that's been established.
Also
Modern Christianity. Like, if someone wants to be Christian, it's fine, but don't force others to be involved in your beliefs when they're not Christian.
I do think that a lot of religions, obviously cults are like religion times 10 oftentimes. So I feel like a lot of religions have these aspects embedded too. But
yeah, I don't know about, because for example, Islam kind of sounds like this as well, especially in some countries.
I don't really know anything about it, so.
I definitely
Mormons especially, like, somehow I ended up on ex-Mormon TikTok, and literally every single ex-Mormon video on TikTok is like, this is a cult. And I'm like, yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
I felt the same with my Jehovah. I have a lot of family who's Jehovah Witness, and I felt like kind of like
also a cult, a huge cult. They made a whole documentary on how Jehovah's Witnesses are just a giant cult, and it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, there's also
like, you can't leave unless you get permission from them to leave.
That's not necessarily true. My dad's side of the family, they're Jehovah's Witnesses, and my dad left just fine. But I think it depends.
A letter or whatever.
No. Yeah, I've read some.
It depends. It depends where you are, though. I'm sure there are kingdom halls that are like way more intense, but
I mean,
true with everything.
Even like with Christianity, like Southern Baptist is completely different than like Presbyterian. Right. So.
And then there's like my older sister's really big on religious studies. Like, she's totally like ingrained in it. She always says like a lot of the Christians, like the Bible's been like kind of translated different ways, so people kind of take advantage of those different translations. And there's good, bad people everywhere. So.
I had like my best friend growing up was a Jehovah's Witness, and we literally were like. We were talking on the phone until like midnight one day about like comparing Christianity to Jehovah's Witness, because I was baptized Catholic, and then my family turned to like Baptists, and it was a whole thing. But like, the Bibles are exactly the same. They're exactly the same, but like changed slightly.
It's mostly like interpretation of it, because Jehovah's Witnessism also uses just the Bible, but it's like how they interpret, because the Bible's written in a intentionally vague way.
I mean, I still consider Jehovah's Witness to be Christians because it falls along that same.
Yeah, they're considered a Christian denomination.
Yeah, personally, because I've read it, I read pretty much the entire Bible, and I think that Jehovah's Witnesses are the ones that got it right. Personally.
Yeah, well, they follow devoutly like what the Bible says. Like that's their whole thing. My grandpa's talked about this with me a lot, and my dad has too. My dad was in like training to become a priest, or I don't know. I'm really bad at like religious terminology.
Elder for Jehovah's Witness, or
it's like a pastor essentially. He was working on that, so he he could pull out scripture really fast, even though he's not really associated with Jehovah's Witnessism anymore, as far as I know. But he was telling me a lot of it is like really like very, very following the word exactly what it's saying versus like, oh, this is what we think it means. So I would agree with you, Nicole.
I really think that the only reason that other Christians don't do it is just because Jehovah's Witnesses are like, they're so strict about so many things. Like,
Yeah.
you don't live your life that way. So that's why you're like, actually, I think it means this so that it suits my life the way I want to live my life.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the majority of Christianity, because the Bible has been like translated so many times that it's not even the original context anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's basically what
Sorry,
happens
let
in
Nari
every
talk.
single religion.
Yes,
I
Nari.
actually in our history learned that there was a translation, like there was a mistranslation in the Bible, and some artist would portray Moses with horns, like when he was getting like the 10 Commandments and like the burning bush and all that. So there's like some statues of him where he has horns, and it was just like probably like I think it was like a monk, probably like a monk scribe, like copied the word down wrong and like changed it to mean like horns.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's
they took like, oh,
interesting.
he had horns. And
Well, there's a lot of like stories that aren't even in the Bible, but they exist. Like there's this one about Lilith, like Adam and Eve. There was an Eve before there was Eve. There was another one named Lilith.
Yeah.
It was his first.
Yeah.
Which like Lilith is like, she existed in hell before what's his face.
I know that Lilith
it was
is
a whole
more
thing.
prominent in Judaism.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
more
like Christianity.
Yeah.
But then they just like took that out though, because
Yeah.
the New Testament for the Bible is the same in Judaism.
They kind of just took what they wanted to take and then like removed the rest, and that's why like religion is so it's unreliable in the sense of like none of it actually stems from the original because it's been translated and mistranslated so many times.
yeah,
Totally.
I actually heard with Jehovah's Witnesses in the 90s, there's this kind of huge issue with child predators, but I also heard that they believe like there's like a limited number of people can get into heaven.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so
Spots are taken. I was just kind
the
of like,
people, they believe the only people going to heaven are Jehovah's Witnesses.
But
And
it's
so-
paradise. It's not heaven.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. It's actually not like traditional heaven. It's on earth. It's like they believe when Jesus comes back, that everybody they don't cremate people, they bury them because they believe that Jesus is gonna resurrect everybody on earth and earth will become paradise, not that they like go to like heaven in the sky.
Yeah.
And that the only people who are going to be going to this paradise are people who are Jehovah's Witnesses. So like I think other Christians believe if you follow these rules you can still go to heaven even if you don't call yourself a Christian.
Most Christians believe that you have to convert and be saved.
That's
in
true.
some form to their religion. Like if you're Baptist and you go to a Presbyterian church, like it's fine because it's similar enough, but like as long as you repent your sins and take Jesus as the one and only savior, like you're going to heaven.
This is
yeah,
like kind of like so funny that this is where we ended up in our conversation.
Yeah, like,
off on a different
not
tangent.
Lolita related, but okay.
I mean,
Not at all.
what do you all? I mean, I get the vibe that
but religion.
Oh, the
most
reason
of us
I even asked was because of there's a cult called the Cults of Santa Muerte, but I was like, what makes it a cult? Because it's international. There's tons of followers now. It's an actual like religion, and it doesn't sound like it's a cult like the way that you described it.
Mm-hmm.
have you guys ever heard of the Satanic Temple? Do you know anything about the Satanic Temple?
Oh yeah.
That's the only place I've like ever considered like joining it, just because they're actually more like political. They're not really religious. They're just for separation.
They reject
Nick
child
has a really good friend
stuff
that's
like that.
that they follow that, and they said it's mostly just like they'll do rituals just like out of formality, but they're not really big on anything.
Yeah, I have a couple friends who consider themselves Satanists who follow that, and it's more of like they're trying to like go against like the bad stuff that they see in Christian circles.
Yeah,
but they don't. A lot of them don't actually believe in Satan himself as an actual figure.
Fair, because like the Book of Satan or whatever it is, a lot of it is basically like treat others how you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's
Protect
actually
children against child predators, that sort of thing, which is like you'd think that would be common sense, but it's a big issue in Christianity for some reason.
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses too, but that's like
Well, Jehovah's Witnesses are still technically Christian.
Christian.
Well, in the 1990s, they made a registry of so they had these reports like people, like sick people tend to like gravitate towards like religious groups because they can kind of get away with stuff. And there's this like belief I heard in Jehovah's Witness that like it takes 2 people to like witness a sin. So like there's a lot of like kids being hurt, and what they did in like 1997 was that they made like a registry of this, but they never like showed it to the police.
Yeah, because
A directory of like predators, and I thought I was kind of like,
with that whole Jehovah's Witness
Somebody's
thing, like,
here.
hello. With the whole Jehovah's Witness thing, like they don't like to report it to police. If you are assaulted as a Jehovah's Witness, you're supposed to talk to the elder council.
Mm-hmm.
And the elder council literally does nothing. They're
Well,
like,
that's because Jehovah's Witnesses believe that no man should be in charge of another man. I was talking to my grandpa, who's a pretty devout Jehovah's Witness. We were all talking about Trump, and like my cousin's like, oh, he's messed up and all this, and I was like, my grandpa was like, well, I don't think we should have any government. I think they're all bad. I think we should all just be following God. And I was like, good luck with that.
Yeah,
good luck trying to get 7 billion people
to not have in the sky, but okay.
So my grandpa's an anarchist. No, just kidding.
Yeah, they have military service. Like my family's always been kind of like, we have people in the service, but like that side, they just, I haven't heard of anyone there, like any of my cousins that are, going to the military service. And my cousins went, my dad went, my grandpa went, my great-grandpa went, my great-uncle went,
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay to, like, fight for your country.
Yeah. I mean, Norm wants to go into the military because his family did. It's like an honor thing more than anything. It's like, this is the country that you live in and you want to stand up for it, even though you don't quite believe a lot of the beliefs that happen within the military.
Yeah, that's how
So what do y'all think about like religious and military motifs used in Lolita? I know those are like kind of hot topics.
Yeah, with
especially military motifs.
I get really sick of crosses in Sweet because like,
it has nothing to do with Sweet. In Gothic, it's fine, but like, what in crosses have to do with Sweet Lolita?
Did you guys see the print Deep Sleeping Stars by Angelic Pretty? It's like a deep, I don't know, but it had dolphins on it, and they're like,
yes.
What's the
it was part of that Angelic Pretty era where they literally slapped crosses on everything. Marguerite Cherry had daisies in the shape of crosses.
And I know it's kind of like an occult symbol over there is what I've heard, but I still like,
it's more of an aesthetic thing. Because most of Japan is Buddhist, they are like, oh, this is aesthetic, so they just slap it on everything. In a similar sense to how goth people will use the cross, it's like more of an aesthetic than, oh, goths are Christian sort of thing. It's the same with Japan. Like, they're like, oh, this looks cool, this looks edgy, let's put it on here.
I think I just like it so much.
I think that the cross in Buddhism actually does mean something different, though.
Does it?
I think it does.
In the sense,
I might be wrong though.
In the sense of like using it in Lolita for like Sweet Lolita, at least. I know that's more of just like an aesthetic. Like it has nothing to do with Buddhism. I don't know about like in normal everyday life or like in Buddhism itself, but like as the aesthetic, that whole
most of Japan is actually Shinto, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, Nicole. I feel like,
Fair.
isn't it pronounced Buddhism?
Or prosecuted?
I think it is.
Not Buddhism?
Buddhism.
Leave me alone. Okay, Jamie.
I'm down to pronounce or to follow Buddhism, or is that butt worship? Ass worship?
Yeah. Do he got the booty?
I mean, y'all, I've told you so many times it's gatto, and you're still calling it gâteau. And like, I'm just sitting here like, gâteau is so.
Because
such an ugly
garnet
word.
gâteau, like, it's like what my mind automatically wants to go to. I know it's garnet gâteau, but garnet gâteau sounds weird. So I'm like, garnet gâteau. I know.
I think in French. I think in French, like, it's actually like a slight mix of both. Like, I feel like it's like right in between there, but it's like sounds that we don't necessarily have in English.
Oh.
Gâteau.
Yeah, it's weird. It's fine because we're Rose Foret, so we have no say in this. We have no room to
Okay,
talk.
so I just bought a mote dress called Rose Forest, and I realized it's called lace rose or rose lace forest or something like that.
That's
Forest.
us.
That's
us.
Rose Forest lace, and I was like, oh shit! I hope that gets here in time. I can put it in my wardrobe video.
That's us.
Literally,
yeah.
me.
I'm like plus half. Okay. A lot of indie brands and even like Japanese brands and stuff have like French or other languages in the name, and even the people who founded these companies don't pronounce it correctly. So like if Bay Area K is going to pronounce it garnet gâteau, like that's what it is.
Say any way we pronounce
that
it.
Gâteau sounds really ugly. I think it reminds me of food.
See, I feel like it flows easier though because garnet gâteau instead of garnet gâteau, it just like I don't know, it flows differently. That's my opinion, but like I know it's not garnet gâteau, but it sounds better garnet gâteau in my opinion.
Your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, well, we're called Rose Foret, so we can't correct other people on their mispronunciation.
I thought that our pronunciation was not incorrect. It was just that it was.
It's just not grammatically correct.
It's not grammatically.
It's about grammar, though. Just say it.
Who cares about grammar? Not me.
We forgot to put our pronouns. Only Jamie put hers. I feel terrible now.
Jamie also put her like handle on there, and I didn't know what I was wandering into.
Oh my god!
I was trying to change yours, Nari. Here. How dare you suggest we use pronouns? Here.
Oh no! Here, I'll edit my own.
Fuck you, Nari. You've been silenced. Do you want yours, Nicole?
Sure, if you want.
After an hour of streaming.
I know. I mean, wasn't our stream supposed to be an hour? I'm fine with going longer, but
we don't have to stop it at an hour.
Yeah,
we're in charge here.
That's true. Y'all are stuck with us.
I made
the one person in the chat.
Sorry,
we appreciate you.
I made this headdress a really long time ago. Like
it's
when
pretty.
I first started Lolita. And it's purple, right?
It's purple?
And the reason I made it purple was because I really, really wanted like the Mote Sleeping Garden in purple. And when I finally got it, it was like this weird, like really muted purple, like grayish, and it never wilted. So I had this for like years. This is the first time I've actually worn this.
It looks blue, at least in like the webcam.
But it is purple.
Yeah, see, you're good. You just got here. You missed the Kool-Aid Man moment, but there's other fun stuff. We'll be here.
It's true.
It's fine. We'll clip that. It'll be on there later.
I got a new head bow. I want to talk about it. Can I talk about it?
Talk
Yes.
about it.
Okay, so this part's cotton. Like this part's cotton, right? And then this is like chiffon or like organza or whatever. And this part's cotton and this part's organza. I just like how it alternates.
Oh, I like those, like the newer style of head bows that are like.
They're not
Those are-
helicopter
they're like ruffly.
bows. They
Yes.
like fit your head better.
I think they're pretty.
They are. They're less in your face than
It's true.
the old helicopter bows.
Classic helicopter bows, bodyline vibes.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
Not allowed. This is the cult.
What we say goes. The Rose Foret cult. I'll never get over how long it took us to name Rose Foret.
I know. I'm still kind of mad about that. It took us it was 3 hours and we were still undecided.
Yeah, we had a 3-hour-long meeting and we still didn't make a decision until like a week after. And then I was just like pissed at that point. I was just like, dude, I'm tired of this. Let's just name it already. My God.
I know. I was like, what really got on my nerves, I was done with it after like 20 minutes. And what really got on my nerves was everybody like, I don't really like that though. And like, not everyone is gonna freaking like it. Just get over it.
Yeah, it was rough. I would love to hear like how other like Bay Area K or J Fashion on Demand. I would love to hear how it like if it took them long, or like Paradiso, like how long it took for them to decide their name, if it was quick or if one person made the decision or what.
We should have just had one person make the decision.
I know. I wanted to like think of a name before I even got people on board, but I just was like, dude, I don't even know. But I really like Rose Foret.
Same.
I think it's really versatile. What other events are planned for this year? I know the Valentine's is coming up. Is what Queen Kikichu?
We have an event that we're planning for the spring.
It's true.
Did we land on Mystical Tea Garden or?
Yes, yes. Mystical Tea Garden is it. So the Valentine's event is being hosted by Bay Area K, and it's from the 5th to the 6th. Garnet Gateau or Garnet Gateau, depending on who you are. Is how it's pronounced. And Ray, who's the one who just left, she's going to be doing a panel there. At least I'm thinking of doing one, but I'm not sure. I think I have like one more day to decide that. So, and then we're planning a spring event. This is an official announcement, I guess.
Bunnies and roses.
What?
Bunnies and roses.
No, bunnies and florals.
Oh.
You're the one that came up with florals.
I thought you wanted roses. I thought we were going with roses.
But I thought we ended up with florals because somebody else said cherry blossom.
Bunnies and florals, okay?
And even though they're not like typical events, we do have like a ton of stuff planned for our YouTube channel too.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So this year, even though eventually we're gonna have in real life event in 2022, barring no issues with COVID.
I was gonna say if we're able to at least. But
we're vaccinated. I can't wait.
I mean, vaccines go out to the general public in summer, so.
Mm-hmm. I get my second vaccine, like second dose on Thursday. So
nice.
Yeah.
I hear it can be a bit rougher the second time, like a bit more fatigue, but
that's what I heard. I have the next day off. So my clinic is doing it where we get the vaccine and then the next day they allow us to have off. So in case we have any issues.
I feel like that's kind of expected though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh.
I got For me, it was like, oh my gosh, my arm was sore. Have y'all had a tetanus shot?
Mhm.
It's been
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
10
bad.
years.
It's like a tetanus shot, but it's only sore for one day.
Once I got bitten by a horse, I don't think it can be worse than that.
Your arm is still sore? I am
Yeah.
sorry.
Your vaccine.
Hmm?
I used to get not vaccines. I used to have birth control like injected, and so I'm kind of used to that now.
Oh, that's what my doctor wants to do because
3
all
days.
of the pills have xylitol in them now, which I'm allergic to. So she's like, you want to do the little arm insert thing?" And I'm like, well, if it helps with endometriosis, sure.
What would be the purpose of adding xylitol? I don't understand. Like, why?
Do not understand. They put xylitol in a ton of medications now, and it's like, it's not like people don't taste medications, so why? And of course, yeah,
samesies.
Of course,
I have PCOS.
I'm like, is it only in the week, the sugar pill week, and like it doesn't list if it's in like the false week or if it's in all of them. So of course I'm like, can I take these?
Yeah,
I've been taking birth control for so long. Like, it's helped with endo, but
I can't take hardly any birth control because every single time I try, it's good for like a month or two, but then I start bleeding like excessively. Like, I'm talking weeks on end. The last time I took birth control, I was bleeding for 2.5 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I just stopped taking birth control. And anyways, I have PCOS. I can't even get pregnant. I mean, I guess I could if I really tried. Like, you're supposed to be able to get like hormones to help it, but
I only take birth control so I'm not dying in my bed when it's, my period, because I'm in so much pain.
Dude, I straight up, nothing has helped my pain ever.
The only thing that's helped my pain is not having a period, which is what I take birth control for. But
I've been on birth control since I was 13. And even when I'm on birth control, even when I don't have periods, I still have extremely bad pain almost all the time. And I'm tired of it, but that's like, I could talk about that for years. I'm in pain right now.
Ray one time got a lolita skirt that had period blood in it.
I don't know if it was period blood, but it probably was.
Oh God.
Okay, I don't know if you guys remember when Goodwill had a bunch of auctions for Lolita, like, prints and stuff, and they were all out of Oregon. For some reason, Oregon, they're a whole weird, like, they're like a black hole for Lolita. AP
what are
stuff,
you? Oregon?
Oregon, yeah. The girls in Portland, like, Oregon.
How do you spell that?
The state of
I've never heard that.
The state, Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh, Oregon. That's why I'm like, I was confused too. I'm like, what Oregon?
Oregon Trail, y'all.
Oregon. Portland, Oregon. The girls in Portland would always go to like Buffalo Exchange and would find AP. Leave me alone. They'd find AP stuff at Buffalo Exchange in Portland, and they never knew where it came from. And all of a sudden, all this Lolita stuff came up on Goodwill out of Eugene, which isn't even next to Portland. It's a good couple hours away. And Oregon.
We're not saying that. We're saying Oregon. You're saying Oregon.
I know.
Portland, Oregon.
You're saying
Leave me
two
alone. I
syllables.
can't say Massachusetts either.
Love that. You also always say Laramie, even with an R at the end, as Laramie when it's Larimer.
Okay, I know the street is Larimer, but it's basically Laramie, so you know.
You're like, oh, turn on Laramie.
I
I'm
have
like,
a speech impediment. Leave me alone.
Okay, I thought you were talking about that style. Like, was it called Laramie? Laramie?
alarm.
Alarm.
Yeah, I never knew how to pronounce it. I always pronounce it Laramie because it's
No,
Japanese.
it's just larm because
That makes sense.
it sounds dumb, but it's larm. It's cute. Just
I just remember we're driving downtown and Ray's like, oh, I think we can turn left on Laramie. And I was like, Laramie? I don't even know where that is. And she's like, yeah. And we start turning and it's on Larimer. And I was like, that's Larimer. And she's like, it's the same city as in Wyoming. And I was like, no, the one in Wyoming doesn't have an R at the end, Ray.
Leave me alone. I have a speech impediment. I can't pronounce my R's properly.
There's
a lot of speech therapy to get through that.
Right now.
It's Ray.
I'm feeling really attacked right now. I just came here to have a good time.
I'm like, is it?
But anyway, this Goodwill had like a ton of auctions with Lolita stuff, and it was all out of Eugene. And so I bought one of the auctions, and it came with like a few different prints, and they were all from AP, and one of them had a giant blood stain on the lining of the skirt that they didn't even tell me about in the listing. They're like, yeah, it's as is. No, I am definitely not drinking tea.
I'm drinking coffee.
I was gonna make tea though. I was, but I was trying to fix my internet before
spilling the tea.
I'm drinking water and coffee. I feel like bean water is pretty close to leaf water, though.
Yeah, it's close. I'm drinking flamingo water.
I did not understand what you said with bean water just now. I'm like, the fuck?
Bean water.
Bean water. Coffee is bean water. Coffee is bean water.
Time. Close enough. We're here to spill the tea, not drink the tea. So, yeah, this blood was on the lining of the skirt, but like it's weird because I washed the skirt and it came out. And I'm like, I don't.
It wasn't blood then. It probably was just like
exactly like blood though. But it was weird. I'm like, is AP's lining just really good, or is this not blood?
Where was
Swab it.
On the lining on the inside.
Yeah,
like
blood.
I thought they were going to try to use hydrogen peroxide on it to get it off.
I just washed it like in the wash machine on Delicate and it came out. Like I didn't even have to do like stain removal on it.
Dude, remember when you bought Fantastic Dolly and it came reeking of cigarette smoke?
Girl, I didn't buy that.
Oh yeah, it just sent to you. That was like weird.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even yours. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I bought.
Girl, you bought a bag from, remember?
I bought the AP Moon bag from the seller on eBay. And like literally like 2 months after I bought this bag, I get a package in the mail with Fantastic Dolly in it. And so I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't order this. I was so confused. And so I had to post on like, it was Lolita's sales in English or whatever on Facebook, the like group for it.
Oh,
I posted on there. I was like, hey, did anyone order from bloody blah? Message me. And so I got a message and she was like, yeah, I ordered Fantastic Dolly and I never received it. I'm like, I have your Fantastic Dolly. So I sent it to her. We're still friends on Facebook.
I just remember like
it reeked of smoke. I was like, yeah, this thing smells like this person literally smoked at least a pack a day.
It was like making your room smell.
Yeah, I had to air it out. And she's like, oh, well, that's like, I told her, like the girl that bought it, and she's like, oh, that's good to know because I have asthma. And I probably would have gotten an asthma attack from the smoke on the dress.
Man, that was wild.
I have many a story.
That's true.
I think I was still in high school when that happened.
Yeah, it was a long time
ago. Because it was when I lived in Lakewood.
Yeah. Like
that had to be at least 5, almost 6 years ago.
Yeah, because I feel like I think it was right when I joined the comm.
Yeah. I think it was like 2013.
No, it was like 2014, 2015, because it was like when we were all hanging out constantly.
Yeah.
Question.
I missed
it.
Oh, we have when did y'all start in Lolita? I have been in this fashion for 15 years, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I started wearing it right when Fancy Paper Dolls came out because I remember AP came to the local convention and I remember seeing that print there. So
I remember not buying that when they brought it out.
It was like 2012, I think.
No, I think it was after that.
I discovered Lolita in 2007. In 2007, I discovered Lolita and became interested in it, but then I started dressing in Decora. It wasn't until it wasn't until 2009 when I started actually wearing Lolita. My grandma had like made me some like dresses that weren't great, and I feel like when I really, really actually started getting into my bearings was like 2012.
I had some bodyline dresses, but I also had a dress from Milano that I wore. But I don't like no one sees pictures from then. I saw Lolita in 2014. I've seen pictures. Anything before wasn't Lolita. It was just an attempt. It was little me straight out of middle school trying to.
Yeah. I had a pair of shoes from Milano that one of my friends bought me, and I wear like a size 7-ish, and it came as a 9.5, and I straight up wore those. Like I wore them for years, actually. I don't know how I did that. Shoe game problems.
Like 10 years ago, and when I first started, I didn't know there was a community. I just saw pictures of it and was like, I want to wear that. And so at first I was like embarrassed about wearing blouses underneath. So I would just wear like lace undershirts pretty much.
Why were you embarrassed to wear blouses?
Like at first, so I wouldn't even do it right. And then I saw, like, after a couple years, I saw there was a community, and then that's where I got on LiveJournal and everything.
It is.
Yes, it is. I was just talking about it earlier. You weren't here. But,
when I got into Lolita, it was that era where, like, you couldn't order from brands unless you did, like, a sketchy-ass mail order.
Yes.
And
same here.
So most of the time I made my own stuff. It wasn't the greatest, but I feel like a lot of the people at that point in time like weren't the greatest anyway.
That's true.
It was along the same lines, but I remember going to like Borders in 2008 and getting the English version of the Gothic Lolita Bible. I still have those.
Borders in and of itself is a relic.
Yeah.
I
have the older ones than that.
I
literally have one that is
about Lolita
falling apart.
In high school. I was like 16 when I first heard about it, but I didn't. At the time, it was way too expensive for me, so I was like, I think just bought some accessories and then sold them, and then I forgot about it till I was 21.
I was 13, but I would buy the Bibles and make like stuff out of the patterns that came in the Bibles.
See, for
like,
me,
I still
like,
have some of the pieces that I made. They're not the best, but I'm like, compared to a lot of the chords that were around at that time, like they were pretty average. But I didn't realize there was a community until way later on, because the community was in Denver and I literally was on the complete opposite side of the state. So I was like, oh, I just kind of wore it by myself.
yeah, my grandma had made me a couple dresses, which were nice. Like the skirt, she nailed down perfectly, but the bodice was always an issue because my grandma's the type of woman who's like, oh, you're like, you need to grow into it, even though I pretty much haven't grown at all since high school.
Yeah.
Except for gaining weight.
That you were able to start buying it though. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people get into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
in high school, and then once they're, you know, an adult with adult money, they're like, you know what? I'm
exactly.
I told some of you guys this story, but I had stolen my dad's credit card to buy some boots. That was my first Lolita item. Yeah. Yeah, they were white with like these heart details on them, and then they were like rocking horse style.
Ooh.
They were really cute, and I actually wish like I kind of kept them. I like look back to see if I could find them again, but I don't know where the heck they are.
Oh my god!
I got into it before Milanu was a thing, so everyone, all the Idas bought their stuff on eBay. And my parents bought me a coat off of eBay for Christmas one year. I still have it somewhere. I think it's at my parents' house, but yeah, it was definitely an AP replica coat, but you know.
Oh my god, I have a story. I have an exact story about this.
That made me laugh because I bought my first Lolita from eBay.
Yeah, like everyone started talking about Milanu, and I'm like, what the hell are these people talking about?
So my parents were very supportive of me, and they tried to buy me a Lolita dress off of eBay for $60. It was a Miracle Candy replica. And the person sent it, and the post office destroyed it. It came back in shreds. They sent us like the pieces of the fabric in the mail. And that was, my parents were horrified. That was like one of their first ever online purchases ever. So after that, they were like, you are not getting anything online. We will not buy anything online. It's all a scam. It's all fake. And so I just remember my first meet, my parents brought me to, and they asked Raven, they were like, where did you get your shoes? Because they were convinced that I would be able to buy something in person, not online. And Raven was like, oh, hey, I bought them online. And I was like, see, it's all online. Just because you have one bad experience doesn't mean it's all bad. But I can't believe it came in shreds.
No, was it like a mistake with the machine? Like maybe, was it like in a box or like an envelope?
It was in a package, and they had it was like the post office sent with like a letter saying like, we're sorry this happened, sucks to suck, pretty much. There was like no description. There's like I got no information, but I guess it saved me from having a replica.
I've gotten like boxes where the box is destroyed, but the stuff inside is okay, and they're still like, sorry. It happens at the post office sometimes.
I'm assuming it like got shoved into some mail sorting machine or something.
Probably, yeah. And then Gimme Pillow Toast came to NDK, and it was like our savior. And then AP came to NDK, and that was their savior. And then
I remember Gimme Pillow Toast. Didn't they resell Bodyline?
Yeah, they did. They also had like baby stuff. They had the cake purse, and ever since then I've wanted the cake purse from Baby, and it's on my list. It's on
Gimme Pillow Toast is where I bought my first dress. My first 2 or 3 like pieces, and they had like
I got a few Bodyline pieces from them. I mean,
they had random stuff.
They obviously overcharged for it, but like at that point, it was hard to get stuff anyway. So it's like, oh, this is in person. I can try it on. So like we would still buy it anyway.
It's true. They had like they would sometimes have like they had like brand accessories. Like I think they had like AP head bow. Yes, I bought a Meta bow from them too. That's like totally destroyed now. But
oh no.
going to this point, literally it wasn't until recently where I started buying a whole lot of Lolita because I've been in college. I was in college for 6.5 years, so I feel you.
I got all my money from babysitting the neighbors' kids, and all their family. They're like all well-educated families, so they paid me really well. So I was really lucky that I didn't have to like get a real job and everything.
I'm still broke. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm broke too, but
I only have money this time of year because my birthday is right after Christmas, so it's like bank, you know.
I only really started making a lot of money like the last few years because I started actually getting fast at grooming dogs. And then I started my own business, and so that was also been the thing.
Yeah.
So I only within the last year have I been able to make enough money to start paying off credit cards and stuff.
I feel that.
Happy almost birthday. A fairy tea party sounds so cute. Do it.
You want to change our name?
No.
I mean, because we're still gonna be in this whole mess for a while. So
she got a birthday coming up with a fairy tea party. That sounds so cute. I suggested fairy tea party for the spring event, by the way.
I wanted Secret Party, like
Secret Garden.
Sorry. Secret Garden.
I don't like
Secret Garden.
Secret Tunnel.
Secret Tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
When you suggested Secret Garden, I absolutely lost it.
Secret Garden.
You didn't even say it. You just put it in the chat, Secret Garden. I was like,
for Winter in the Woodlands originally, and then I'm like, no, this is a serious event. We need to take this serious.
It has to be serious. It's serious. Isn't Fairy Tea Party like a print name though?
Probably. I don't know.
I think that's why we decided.
We found out that Mystical Tea. What was it?
Mystical Tea Garden is a print by Baby, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Me on my way to look up what it looks like.
Yeah, Winter in the Woodlands was so fun. I'm glad that we were able
Mystical Tea Garden is going to be better than Winter in the Woodlands. That's what you know.
Yeah.
Agree to agree. I can't find it. Mystical Tea Garden, baby.
So you know my idea of touring a garden as a panel?
Yeah.
Nick was like, I don't think you'll be able to find a garden in Colorado around that time.
I was thinking the same thing.
I know that, but maybe they'd be able to find one. I don't know.
Botanic garden?
He was like, you should just go to the botanical gardens and just start walking around streaming. Like, what are they going to do? And I'm like, I mean, I guess that's pretty true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can't find this supposed baby print.
It's a really long name. In actuality, it's probably like Uzakumia's Mystical Tea Garden in Versailles.
Like Mystic Garden something.
But if you look up Mystical Tea Garden BTSSB, our website comes up.
Ooh.
So that's cool.
Nice.
Because I put that tab in there.
Wait, I typed that in and it didn't come up.
I was on DuckDuckGo.
Oh. Hipster.
So
the hell?
It's Ernesto. It's Ernesto's default. I'm using his computer.
What the heck, Ernesto? Just use Google like a normal person.
He's all about like, data protection and stuff. So he's got VPNs on everything, and
He's about that. You think he would have been able to recover data?
Yeah. What?
oh my god, I know. I can't even talk about this. I'm gonna get upset.
Rip plus size Lolita panel.
I know. I'm so disappointed. Basically, my partner decided that Cyberpunk was more important than saving my data on the computer, and he deleted a couple panels, and the only ones anybody had backups for were
The ones
Dapper on a Dime and Christmas cards. And so the only one we're missing besides our closing ceremonies is plus size Lolita, which I'm so devastated about.
Yeah, that was a popular one too.
I know, everybody was like, I can't wait to watch that.
And the 6 aren't there, or you're missing 3 of them. Were they Taobao? Because Taobao does take a while, depending on the shop, but
Well, we want to be able to get that plus size panel.
we did have the plus size panel. We're hoping to re-record it if we hear back from the hosts of the panel. We'll have to see.
I actually have to email them, so that's on me.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Is there any progress on that?
I'm going to. I've been meaning. That's like one of my checklist items for this weekend.
Yeah.
Whenever it gets busy at work.
Fair enough.
Oh,
whenever I get
edit Ray's video.
I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of crap on there.
I just really needed it by this weekend because I was gonna for sure do it on Sunday. So that's why I was like,
yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna record it and post it, and like Nicole can go through it and do whatever she needs to. But like, I wanted to at least get it recorded, and then I literally passed out as soon as I finished recording because I was so exhausted.
Party was
Jamie, I'm not too sure how you are about sketchy programs, but I have a program that can recover files from SD cards. I have to see what it is, but it's kind of like super simple, so it's kind of like the default prompt, and it's kind of confusing, but I've used it to get photos off of my mom's SD cards that got corrupted. And I think there's an option for the computer, but I'm not too sure if you'd want to try it, but it's free.
Well, Ernesto tried 3 different file recovery programs. The issue was he like completely removed it off both of our hard drives.
Oh.
Yeah. But he saved the Fashion Walk clips in 3 different places. And I was like, I don't need those. Those are the ones I don't need anymore. He tried, and he told me he was going to do it. He was like, I'll save all your stuff. And so
Cyberpunk wasn't even worth it.
That's what I said. Like,
he was getting FOMO.
It's so like glitchy. They're like, PlayStation Store was like giving refunds, but now they just took it off the store. People aren't even.
Well, that's the thing. It was a PC.
Do it on PC because
it wasn't the PlayStation one.
Better than the PlayStation.
I don't know how better it would be though. I've seen a lot of.
I mean, if you have a decent PC, then yeah, obviously. But it depends. Norm also bought it, but his PC is like expensive.
It's funny. I just heard Norm earlier. I heard Norm laughing.
Yeah, he's gaming with his friends. It's fine.
Look at that.
I have like the background noise. It's supposed to be eliminated off of this, and he's so loud that like it's not. But it's fine because I'm louder than him.
Great.
They can all hear me. I am interrupting their game with my loudness.
It's fine because I'm louder than him. I love that.
I do stream on Twitch. It's kind of been a mess recently because I mostly did Twitch Sings, and they just got rid of Twitch Sings. But I started Tony Hawk, and I have done Amnesia. I haven't finished it, even though I should have finished it like 2 months ago. But yeah, I'm Jindy's on here.
I am considering streaming, but no hardcore
I
plans
stream
yet.
with my fiance. We just play Moss Hunter all night. But I might be playing with Michelle. I don't know if she's
yeah, Michelle started streaming too. I'm excited.
Actually, a message her. I was gonna play with her after this, but I haven't heard from her. So
I mean, right now I'm just streaming Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I have other games though. I have Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Animal Crossing.
What?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I haven't played Animal Crossing in like 6 months.
Yeah, once you get too long, you can't even open it up anymore. It's like, this is done.
Yeah, I was streaming Animal Crossing, and then now I'm like, this isn't exciting anymore. I haven't played Tony Hawk since middle school either. Like, I grew up on it, and then they did the remastered version for the PC, and I bought it, obviously. So that's what I was doing recently. I was too drunk last time to actually get through the first level, but we'll get there eventually.
Nari, what's your Twitch channel?
Nari Umanari, but I think I might change the name. Confusing.
Ooh. I have like a few
I'll be right
horror
back.
games. I normally just go off of whatever Norm has in his library because he has a bunch. So I have a few horror games. I just haven't gotten around to playing them because I was trying to get as much Twitch sings in as possible before they shut it down for good. Yeah, but there's like Outlast and
Sorry,
stuff.
I was thinking about the video.
Get out of here with Party Rock Anthem.
I will never not remember that.
Oh.
I mean, gladly, like, they got rid of it for you, but that was so
never.
funny. I should have just like started playing it, or not started playing it.
It was so bad. It was funny though. See, I don't do a whole lot of multiplayer just because I don't know. I actually don't know why I don't do multiplayer, but yeah, I like horror games and really dumb games like Goose Game.
This game's so fun. It's a multiplayer now. They have it so you can have 2 pieces.
Yeah, I haven't played it since the update. I
haven't played it since then either, honestly.
Yeah.
I play Yakuza, the Yakuza series a lot. I've played all the games. I'm actually just starting Judgment, and I have 7 in the works. So I've replayed most of them, but I really love those games because the story just makes me cry all the time. I also really enjoy Moss Hunter, which my fiance got me into. But I've actually met a lot of other Lolitas who play that, but they all play on PC, and I have a PS4. But now I'll be able to play on the Switch.
Yeah.
I also play Mabinogi, which is
Wait, you have a capture card for your Switch?
I need to buy one. But I'm hoping to try to get some.
Yeah.
Vegan that way.
I don't play a whole lot, but me and my partner Nesto, we've thought of streaming us playing The Last of Us because we love that game, both first and second one, which I love. I play Animal Crossing. I'm very new.
Start streaming with Norm, but like, I don't know. We haven't decided what games to actually play for it.
Play Yakuza 0. It's the best one.
Norm has a whole bunch of games, and it's just I don't even remember what he has. The Amnesia was his. Outlast is his. I think the only games that were actually mine are like Tony Hawk and oh god, what is it?
Oh, yeah, Skyrim's always fun.
I don't remember the name.
I like Elder Scrolls.
It was a really dumb game. Oh, Hot Tofu Boyfriend.
Yeah.
I do have that one. I should stream that eventually.
Oh, I really like those RPG horror games.
Yeah.
That you can download for free. I love Wada no Hara. And
I also play a lot of like mobile games, but I don't know how to stream those. I wear Lolita and I wear like Hime Gyaru and Hime Kaji. That's mostly it. I know Jamie did Decora previously, but
I want to. I do Gyaru sometimes, like very rarely, and I want to get into it more. Like I have all this because Gyaru brand is way cheaper than Lolita brand, so I just like buy a ton. But I'm like so lazy with doing Gyaru makeup, so
yeah,
one day.
That's the thing. Like the circle lenses, they're very painful for me to put in. Like the only ones that don't hurt consistently are like the daily ones. So I don't use circle lenses very often. And when I don't use circle lenses, then Gyaru makeup doesn't look exactly like Gyaru makeup.
She wants to put my laugh so bad.
I feel like the circle lenses are not as important as like the droopy eye.
They're not as important, but like on me, because the normal like full liner Gyaru look that they have, like it does not look good on me. So the kind of makeup I normally do for Gyaru just looks weird without purple lenses.
I
want to do more.
Party K.
What did you say?
I used to do Cult Party K. But
Cult Party K is cute.
There's times where I'm like, maybe instead of Lolita, I could wear Cult Party K today, and then I just don't.
I was interested, but I never like actually got into it. It's the same with Mori. Like I was interested in Mori, but it just never happened.
I used to wear Cult Party K like almost every day. That was like my normal fashion, everyday fashion.
Nice.
And I only really stopped because I was like, I want to wear black again.
See, that's me with.
I know there's dark Cult Party K, but it's just not.
It's not the same. Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel about Menhera. I love Menhera, but I'm just like, I don't like how pastels look on me, and I haven't seen like Menhera in black before. Maybe. Maybe I'm dumb.
Yeah, I mean black with pastels, similar to like bittersweet and stuff. I've seen it. It's not as common.
There's not like inspiration. There's no inspo photos. That's like my biggest issue.
I always thought about doing Fairy K just because I like that whole. I love magical girls, so.
Fairy K is really cute. Like, even in Gyaru, like I only really do like Hime or One Gyaru, and those ones aren't as popular as like Kuro and stuff in like Roku and stuff like that. So it's
really, I feel like Himikaji and Hime and Oni are actually really popular.
I mean, Himikaji is kind of popular, but I don't consider it very Gyaru because it's casual. So it usually doesn't have the makeup and the hair to the extent that Hime Gyaru normally does. But even like most of the Gyaru I see in like the groups and stuff now are either Kuro or like
Amikaji, I feel like.
Yeah, Amikaji.
Amikaji, because I was like, Roku, I don't feel like there's as much because that's like one of the styles I'm interested in. And
I know a few girls that do Roku, but like Amikaji and Kuro Gyaru are like the big ones.
Yeah. They're the most like
the one with Mars. What is god.
Oh, Ahegayo.
Yeah. That one's
Agejo. No, Agejo. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites too. I like Roku and Agejo.
I'm just like I wear Hime because I don't like the color black on me, but
all you need to know about me and Ray is like the light colored version, and I'm like the dark colored version.
Also, I prefer gold to silver.
Exactly. We're like yin and yang. I prefer silver. Like we could have like everything in the same of everything, but mine's like the black color or the gold, and hers or the silver, and hers
white
the
and
gold and
It's
white.
true, because you both like leopard print.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah,
But I like the white
Inverted.
and black leopard print. I don't wear browns or blacks very often. I'm more of a pink and white person, but yeah.
And I'm like hot pink and black.
We just have like the same thought process about everything, though.
Nicole and I are like wavelength the same.
Yeah. It's
We're like that Spider-Man meme.
Same. It's like all the time. We're like that.
True.
Okay, I don't think I own any black dresses anymore at this point. I think I sold all of them. I don't have black dresses anymore.
What about that bodyline skirt? That
nope,
black
I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
I don't. Because that was the only one for a while, but I don't own it anymore.
Like one of the last times that Mariah was here and how she was like wanting to do a bunch of meets and stuff, she had said something like, I don't think I could do gothic because then you only have like black dresses. And I'm like, almost like all the color that I have is in my Lolita wardrobe. So,
like, yeah. I can do goth, but not black goth. Like if it's like white, like Shido, like colored burgundy sort of stuff. It's just, I don't like how black looks on me.
I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny. I just feel like royal tones look better than like, I just remember when I first got like into the community and Ray is like so pretty and has like a million dresses and always looks amazing and is dressed to the T, and I was like, I want to look just like Ray, and I would like wear all this pink and I'm like, why do I look disgusting?
Well, that's because you have like cool tone, like it's cool.
Yeah, I have warm tone, like warm undertones. So pink and yellow and red look good on me, but sax looks awful on me.
Yeah,
it is not for everybody.
I think my skin tone is neutral.
Yeah,
but I know that red looks really good on me, like red and pink.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I'm like I'm a neutral leaning cool tone though, because if I go too cool tone, it doesn't match with like my body. I hate my undertones.
Like sax is okay on me, but I found out that lavender looks terrible on me. It does not go with my skin tone in the slightest. So that's why I sold all of my lavender stuff. Yeah, warm tones tend to look better on me.
It explains so much.
Yeah,
I can stay on sax, but I'm not. Like, I have a lot of them. Like my veins are kind of shallow, so you can always kind of like see them. So I thought maybe, well, I guess that's one reason why I was told like, oh, blue looks good when I was like little. So I was like, okay, I'll wear blue, and I like blue anyway.
I feel like you have a pretty neutral like undertone though. Like my skin is very obviously yellower.
Aren't your eyes blue, Nari? Like or
yeah.
Because that's what I always thought, that you wore blue all the time was to like match your eyes.
Yeah, that too.
Your eyes pop out.
What color are your veins? The ones you can see?
Are they like blue or green?
I have like like on my chest, I have a lot of shallow blue veins, so I'm like really insecure about showing my chest. That's why I kind of like Lolita, was because it like covers up here.
Yeah.
But,
so if your veins look more blue toned, then you're probably cool tone undertones. Tone.
I have no idea about that makeup stuff because I was like never really. I was a tomboy growing up, but I liked cute stuff. I was like a total, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got into Lolita. I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with color theory.
I feel like you definitely have more cool tones.
Me too.
I mean, not just because you wear sax all the time, but
my undertone is like really yellow, like really, really yellow. And so it's weird because like my veins look blue, but then like my undertone is yellow, which is supposed to be warm or something. So that's why I'm like, I think that I'm neutral.
It's weird because my veins are blue, but like you can tell my skin has yellow undertones. So I feel like when they say, "Oh, are your veins green or blue?" It's like our concept of blue and not actually like, "Oh, this looks green or this looks blue." Because mine to me look blue, but I feel like to other people would look green. But like I just know from makeup tones from like foundation and stuff, like I definitely have yellow undertones.
See, like my face, my chest, and my body are 100% cool toned.
Mm-hmm.
My arms look like they're warm undertones though. Like that's my biggest issue. Like I swear, like I look at them and I'm like, my arms look so yellow. So when I like do my foundation and it's like all cool tone, it matches my neck, everything is cool. But then I put my arm near my face and then I look crazy. I just came to this conclusion.
Everybody's
recently.
arms are a different color than their face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because
it's not just you, I promise.
No, I know it's a different color because it's obviously got more sun exposure and stuff, but it's a different undertone, and that's what my issue is. Because I'm like,
oh, okay, wait, try to make a.
I don't understand like what I'm even supposed to do because I just like I'm so picky, and then it's like a miserable struggle trying to find foundation that even matches me.
Like I bet if you tanned your arms a little bit, they would match your face more.
They would not. My face is paler than my arms. That's part of the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your arms
are more dark.
Like if whatever part is, if your face was tanned more, it might match your arms more. It's weird.
Yeah, no, this has been my like struggle for like the last like 3.5 years is me trying to like figure it out. So now I just don't give a fuck and I just am like, whatever. It's nothing's perfect. Y'all know I'm wearing makeup. It's not like it's a secret.
Yeah. As long as it blends in with like your face and your neck, it's not a big deal. Like nobody really pays attention to if your makeup matches your arms or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
but that's why like brown tone, like my hair is brown because black hair, at least black that has cool tones, looks really bad.
I don't think that a lot of people look good with black hair.
I know you said that, and it's not true. I had black hair before, and it looked bad, but it's probably because it was a cool tone black.
Well, like I know that like a lot of people back in the day would dye their hair black because of like the whole emo thing, and I was like, I always thought that most people just didn't look good with it. And I also don't think that most people look good with blonde hair either.
I had black hair.
I remember this post.
Blonde looks kind of weird on me, but it depends on the tone. Red hair looked really good on me though. I had like red. And that's also part of how I knew. I'm like, oh, warm tones look good on me. Okay, good to know. I had the whole red hair, and then I had the little coon tail like bleached into it.
I had the bright red like Little Mermaid hair as well.
Yeah,
I had
bright red too.
But that was a different setup.
Oh, mine was at the same time. It was red with coon tails. I was a scene kid. Leave me alone. It's fine.
I had blonde and black. I also had blonde and red.
Blonde is okay on me depending on the blonde, honestly. If it's like a yellow tone blonde, it's fine. If it's cooler toned, it's not.
I just can't I can't dye my hair any other color besides blonde. I'm just like I hate it all on me. Or I have commitment issues. I'm just like I like it for a few days, but then I'm just like, can I just change it? And if I dye my hair darker than my natural color, it's very difficult to get back. So
yeah,
here we are. I need to redo my black streaks though. They're very faded.
I feel
like the black streaks.
It's a lot because like so used to being blonde.
I think it's just I'm like I only want my hair changed for a little bit and then I want to go back.
I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
I dyed my hair red in high school.
I had my hair red in high school too. It was also really short. I was the scene kid in high school. It's fine. I went from red to like lavender. But
Lavender?
Lavender looks terrible on me. Don't judge me.
I only found out that red looks good on me because other people told me that.
Yeah. I mean, I've
It does look
acknowledged red looks good on me because red hair and then like all my red dresses and stuff. And so I'm like, ooh. But also my skin is very yellow, so it makes sense. People back in the day on LiveJournal, people would complain like, oh, yellow washes you out, like the yellow AP prints, like Milky Planet and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was like, I own quite a few yellow prints and they look good on me. So what?
Yeah, but, you know, back in the day, they used to say that fully shirred stuff was really unflattering. And
Yeah.
fully shirred stuff looks so flattering on me.
Yeah. It
So
was like
I don't believe
the
that.
same, it was the same concept with yellow prints because a lot of people couldn't pull the yellow prints off. And I was like, yellow looks fine on me. I don't know what these people are talking about. And then I'm like, oh, I have warm undertones. That's probably why.
It's like people applying rules that work for them to the whole population, which doesn't work.
Yeah,
Like-
because like for me, the fully shirred stuff, I guess a lot of people, since they have like their bust and waist measurement might be more similar, but like for me, my bust is way bigger than my waist, so I have like a really like hourglass figure, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, like even I was like yellow, yeah. Pink, yeah. When I first started out, I had a lot of sax, and I was like, sax looks kind of weird on me, but okay. It's not super bad, but lavender I noticed, like cool toned lavender looks terrible on me. It washes me out really bad, and so I was like, okay, definitely warm tones. Getting rid of all of my lavender forever. So
Are we gonna call this stream?
Looks okay.
Wondering.
The what?
The
On a
tea?
dress. I never thought like, you know, about like undertones. I just kind of like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna put it on.
I just named it as Get the Tea. But I think I'm gonna head out, y'all.
I was gonna say we should probably end it at 2 hours so that it's not too long.
Yeah, we're almost there.
I'm getting ravenously hungry.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't eaten lunch, so like I'm kind of hungry. But we're gonna call this the tea. Is that fine? Because remember, Ray, we had that YouTube idea for the tea.
Yeah, the tea.
This is now the tea. This is officially it.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you. I hope you find some time for your coordinates.
We'll be doing this every other week-ish. We're just gonna sit here and talk shit about different stuff. So
yeah.
Like cults.
Tuning in. Yeah, cults.
Well, that was such a long conversation about
we're not gonna get into the current drama because it's too soon.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's a little too spicy.
Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe it'll have died down enough or something.
I keep saying good stuff about it too, so I'm like,
yeah, it's still going. It's fine.
It is.
Well,
one day we'll look back
so
on
it's at 3 o'clock in the week after next week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out now. Bye.
Bye.